Listen, Cardi said, I am not that celebrity, okay, that's going to settle and give you my hard earned money. I got to take care of my children. I got people that I take care of financially. You're not going to try to sue me and get me to settle. Oh, no, baby, I'm going to fight you in court because I know that I did not lay my hands on this lady in this doctor's office. Okay. And she said that, but because it's Cardi B child, she like to sue people. Everything I say is alleged. Okay. But when I watched her celebration of her big win, when she said that, why did I feel her? Because if you know that you know that you know that you know that you know you didn't do nothing, I'm going to stand 10 toes down and say, I'm sorry, I didn't do that. And I'm not going to allow you to make me settle or try to gaslight me to thinking that what you said is true when I know I didn't do that. I didn't hit that lady. I didn't put my hands on that lady or that person. Listen, every time I see someone settle, I'm like, either you're settling because you know that you did that, but if you know that you didn't do something to someone, don't settle. That is your hard earned money. I don't care how many millions you have. I'm not giving a person not one dime, especially if you're lying on me. Okay? This is from NBCnews.com. After a civil trial that sparked a flurry of viral moments that captivated the internet audience audiences, okay? A jury Tuesday cleared rapper Cardi B of any legal liability after she was accused of assaulting a security guard in 2018. And it just sounds fishy because it was during the time when she was pregnant with her first baby, I believe. And, she's on her way to a doctor's appointment. I know how I was while I was pregnant, okay, at 34. And, it was that first pregnancy of mine. I was told I couldn't have children. I'm a woman with polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS, if you're familiar with that. And this was a very what's the word I'm looking for? It was a tough pregnancy, but there's another term for it. And so I couldn't imagine anyone trying to take photos of me or interrupt my peace as I'm, hoping for good news or hoping that my heartbeat is still alive in my baby, because like I said, it was oh my God, the term just came and went. Listen, I'm in menopause, so I'm having a pause in here, okay? But there's a term. Oh, it came and went. Okay, I digress. Let me finish this article. The jury in Los Angeles found that the security guard did not prove the elements of assault, negligence, or emotional distress. Cardi B, wearing a black outfit with white dots and a red bow, made a sign of the cross after the jury read its conclusions. Okay. I'm not even playing around. I'm going to try to do her accent. Okay. I'm not even playing around. I can't do it. That's my girl. Listen, I've been watching this young lady's career since Love and Hip Hop, and she was hilarious on there. Congratulations on your success. I've been knowing of her since then, watching her. Okay, I don't know her. Even if I'm at my deathbed, I swear to God, I will say it at my deathbed. I did not touch that woman, Cardi told reporters outside court after the verdict. And she looked really beautiful that day. Cardi B, whose real name is Belcalis Marlenas Almanzar, forgive me for butchering that, was sued by a former security guard who worked at a Beverly Hills building in 2018 when she was pregnant with her first child. The guard, Imani Ellis, alleged that Cardi spat on her and scratched her nose with a fingernail during a verbal altercation. Cardi, the Bodak Yellow rapper, has denied the allegations. During her testimony last week, she alleged that Ellis followed her to the floor of her obstetrician's office and seemed to be recording her. And I believe that. They got into a heated confrontation, both women testified. Cardi testified that she felt concerned as she was pregnant and the woman, whom she described as security heavy, was bigger than her. Though she admitted to using some profane language, Cardi denied ever laying hands on Ellis. She couldn't get a scratch from me because I didn't touch her, she said. Ellis told the court that the incident traumatized her and that she required a cosmetic procedure because of the scarring from the alleged assault. Shall I call cap? I call cap on that. When you are a mother or going to be a mother, you're worried about that child. You're worried about getting to your office visit safely. You're worried about a good report. Like I said, you're worried about whether the baby is still living. That's all I thought about. And for Cardi to waste her doctor's appointment on an assault. Now, if you got to fight for your life because someone laid hands on you, absolutely. Then you're protecting your womb, you're protecting your baby, and of course you're probably blocking or but for her to go out of her way to put her and her baby in danger, I don't think so. No, ma'am. Go sit down and buy your own cosmetic surgery. Um, and that she required a cosmetic procedure because of that scarring from her alleged assault. She also lost her job after the incident, Ellis said. Dr. David Finke, whom Cardi was going to see, or is it Fink? Excuse me from butchering the word. Cardi was going to see that day, testified that it was he who reported Ellis to their practice administrator over the incident. He told the court that he was in his office when he heard yelling. When he came out, Fink said he saw his receptionist standing between Ellis and Cardi. Before he intervened, he addressed Ellis as he tried to de escalate the situation. Fink told the court by telling her to stop and do your job. He never saw Cardi assault Ellis, Fink testified. His receptionist, Tiara Malcolm, also told the court that she did not see a physical fight between the women. No one else was in the doctor's office that day because it had closed the office early that Saturday afternoon for Cardi's privacy, according to court's testimony. So this lady was probably following Cardi. Okay? Cardi's attorney, Peter Anderson, told jurors in closing arguments that Ellis failed to prove her case under the law. Now, make no mistake, Cardi B is a little feisty thing. And she'll tell you, oh, I can go off. But I don't believe she did this. I don't believe she assaulted that woman, especially when you're pregnant. You are a lioness, a serious protector over your body and your child. And the way, from a point of view, optically, looking at her with her children, she's a protector and she loves her children. She would never put her first child in. The first child, I know you're lying. Cardi's first baby, when you have your first child, you are extra careful. It's so fascinating. I was just telling this to my child today, my pregnancy with her. She was my first child, and I ate better. I watched what I put in my mouth. I watched who I let come near my stomach. I was super, uber protective, okay, over my peace, over my environment, over my baby's environment. So, um, all first mothers are like that. So I know Cardi did not start a fight. Arguing, yelling, even using profanity is not something you can sue over, he said, her attorney. That's just part of normal life. The jury deliberated for less than an hour Tuesday. Among the spectacles that captured interest online was Cardi's hair, which she explained in court were wigs. She keeps it all the way real. She even seemed to confuse an attorney in the courtroom after she swapped a short black wig for a long blonde one. Now, Cardi, you doing the most, girl. I'm telling you guys, when I say that my forehead is raw from changing all these wigs, raw, raw, raw. I saw her saying that on the news. Cardi told reporters outside court after the verdict. And see, that's why I don't wear them. And I thank God that my hair is growing back. Glory be to God. Because I don't, I love them and I was buying them. It was like an addiction at the Bee Supply and Amazon. But then, when I was going into perimenopause and I was just, oh my gosh, it was uncomfortable. I wasn't really, how should I say this? I, um, I really wasn't good at styling. I'm more of a natural girl. I can twist, I can, braid my kids' hair, but not perfect either. But I'm not good at applying wigs or curling them and all that. And I was like, that's not me. I'm very simple. I just want to get up and go. Okay. So I stopped my habit. I stopped wearing, boho braids. My hair was, falling out, and I just needed a break. But now, glory be to God, it is growing back. Those my day ones of my YouTube channel. You remember how I had the George Jefferson? It was bald, okay, and I was wearing headbands, and now the headband is off, y'all. So if you've been noticing, thank you for your prayers. My day ones. Where am I at? See, I just be rambling about me. Okay. Um, Let me see. Where did I go? Ellis said that despite the outcome, she was not disappointed and does not regret bringing the case. I don't think that it reflects the truth, but I'm not disappointed, she told reporters after the verdict. We know that the justice system is sometimes flawed, and unfortunately, that was the case for me. More important, it's about accountability, Ellis said. I had my day in court. I showed up. I held my head high. And that was the security guard. Hmm. So, you guys, what do you think about the verdict? I am, glad that Cardi B won because, I just, oh, I forgot to read about this child, Cardi B. Here we go with the feistiness on the New York Post. Cardi B throws marker at photographer over disrespectful question before she cleared of the assault in LA trial. Cardi B let her emotions get the better of her and threw a marker at the photographer, yelled out a disrespectful question over the viral pregnancy rumors in Los Angeles on Tuesday. The Grammy winning rapper, who was on a lunch break during her civil assault trial, was exiting an Alhambra courthouse when the unidentified man confronted the WAP hitmaker. That was one of her songs called WAP with, I believe, Megan Thee Stallion. Cardi insiders are claiming Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the fourth time, the man shouted over a crowd of reporters and fans. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stefan Diggs? Oh, the native New Yorker who filed for divorce from rapper Offset in July 2024 and is dating the New England Patriots wide receiver immediately fumed at the question. She launched a marker which she had taken from a fan who sought an autograph from the rapper in the man's direction, according to the video from ABC 7. Girl, stop disrespecting me. The rapper whose real name is Basalis, or is it Bakalis Almanzar, said in response, "Don't disrespect me. I still love you, even though you just threw some stuff at me," the man shouted, to which the Bodak Yellow hitmaker replied, "I don't care. You're disrespectful. Don't do that." The drip vocalist then looked in the direction of the photographer as she scolded him over the question's double standard. "Do you see women asking those types of questions to me?" she asked. "Why do you feel as a man you get to ask me those types of questions? Go ahead. Act like you have some manners. Your mama taught you to respect women." Yes. After the heated exchange, she jumped into a waiting vehicle before rolling down the windows and telling fans that she's not answering any more questions, according to a video. "Y'all are not going to see me after that, and you can thank him," she said. "I'm not playing around. I was very nice. I was very kind. Nobody's going to get that no more." I heard that, sis. Later in that day, the jury unanimously, as I said earlier in this video, found the Bronx raised rapper not liable for assault and battery in the 24 million lawsuit filed by her former security guard Imani. Filed by, oh, wait a minute. Was it her security guard? I thought it was just a security guard at the place. I think they got their sources wrong in 2020. No, they got the. Oh yeah, they got their sources wrong because it happened in 2018. Child. Anyway, but the first article I wrote was from NBC News. That's more credible than that because they got their timeline wrong. Anyways, people, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I love you guys. Thank you. See you tomorrow. I'm going to try to post videos every day. This must be treated like a job, okay? And I enjoy it. It doesn't feel like a job though, but I want to stay consistent. I love what I do. Thank you guys. I see my fan base growing. I love you. Amen. Bye.